What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 1 of Dirty Lester's Locker Room Talk. So like I put in the video last week, y'all drop your comments about sports or, sports related stuff, and, we'd get back to you with it. So, with all that being said, y'all guys ready? There's a 9-pound Robin fat. You best believe I am. Really excited about it, I am. Alright, so let's dive off into this then. This comment I'm about to read y'all come from a man named Marvin White, real good friend of mine. Worked with him about a year and a half. He's from McComb, Mississippi, so the 601's in the house. So let's get off into this. Georgia will finally win the East. SEC West will be very interesting. Freeze needs to let them ho-hos go. And finally, last but not least, the world-class Pittsburgh Steelers will win their 7th Super Bowl. For sure. Oh, you know them Bulldogs gonna pull it out. I actually think that Tennessee's gonna come out of the East this year there, Saltine. Gary, you've got to be a special kind of stupid to think that the rebuilding Butch Jones life champions of Tennessee's gonna come out of the East this year. I mean, well, Tennessee has a just good a chance to win it as anybody does. I mean, the East is really just about as wide open as the West is. Yeah, they got just about as good a chance to win it as anybody does, I'll give you that. Until it comes to the fourth quarter and they find a way to choke. I have to agree with you on that. But I think people are sleeping on Florida a little bit. I mean, they did go to the SEC Championship 2 years in a row. I don't really see what's keeping them out. Even your Bulldogs over there. Yeah, I mean, you got a point there. I just don't really see. I think it's between Florida and Georgia, really. I just do not see Tennessee coming out this year. I just really don't. Yeah. So, who's going to win the West? LSU, dawg, all the way. With what? Man, they got a new head coach, and Geis ain't nothing but the truth. I think he's a little better than Flournoy, and LSU always got a defense on him, so I don't see why not. I give it to you, Geis is the truth, but the only advantage Ed O's giving them is just that they speak the same language, and man, they ain't got no quarterback. They ain't never got a quarterback. That's their problem. And how many successful tenures has Ed O had? I mean, just please tell. Man, he ain't got to win no championships. You seen the vibe he had last year? I'm just telling y'all. Y'all go ahead and write it down today that Ed O and the LSU Tigers is going to the SEC championship game. Done. Well, that's all fun and all that, but you do realize that LSU hasn't beat Alabama since 2011. That's who I think's going to win it, guys. I'm sorry, but there's nobody beating Alabama this year in the West. I just don't see it. Now that the closet Bama fan has spoken, why don't you tell us why they can't be beating the SEC West there, genius? Well, for starters, all of their offensive starters, or skill players, are coming back. And their defensive backfield's probably the best in the country right now. And they're just loaded with talent over there in Tuscaloosa. And I just can't bet against them. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I mean, yeah, you bring up a solid point, but they do have some holes in that defense, just more or less from unproven players. I could see it going both ways, but man, I think I got to agree with Marv on this one, huh? That's really sort of hard to tell right now. Y'all keep y'all's eyes on the Auburn Tigers this year. If that quarterback can play up to snuff of what they're saying they did, and hope we don't have another damn year with Jeremy Johnson's, Heisman running year. But I think Auburn will be all right. But yeah, I have to say it's pretty wide open. Alright, y'all cool with that then? Bet this. Seattle Seahawks gonna win it all this year, players. Saltine, that ain't gonna happen. They paying their damn defensive backfield too much money to get any other talent up there. Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys. That's who's gonna win it all. Yeah. Them and them playoff winning machine they got over there in Dallas. Just don't see that happening. Man, really guys, it's sort of wide open. I mean, the Giants got a pretty good chance of running it this year. I mean, with the added Brandon Marshall and all that, I really think it's sort of wide open right at the moment. Patriots can go back. Hell, I mean, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Only problem is they can't stay healthy throughout the whole year. I mean, if they could all three of them stay healthy, the three Bs and Pittsburgh stay healthy, I think they got a chance winning it just for anybody because it goes through Pittsburgh every year. I mean, you ain't gonna win the AFC without going to Pittsburgh and having to play old Big Ben's fat ass. All I got to say is the 12th man, dogs. Bet. Hey, Jerry Jones getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. All I got to say. Yeah, y'all make about as much sense as mud flaps on a Prius. Well, since their opinions ain't relevant anymore, who you think really gonna win it? Just right off the bat, Tate, who you think's gonna win it? Man, dark horse. I'm gonna go with the Oakland Raiders. I think they got all the pieces put together. I think they're gonna win it. Yeah, that's a pretty good pick. I like that. I have to say, I think I'm gonna go with the Giants. I think the Giants looking pretty good right now, and they put all them pieces together. I think they'll go to the show. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all watching this. Again, comment on this video and we'll get you in on next week's episode number 2. Well, comments, concerns, sports, anything, it don't matter. If you're watching me on YouTube, comment there. We'll get you back there. And looking forward to next week. So until then, you know.